खाना बनाना और मेरी जिंदगी जीत नहीं सकता, कम से कम अपने को दे सकता हूँ ना। और दीदी ने
Yes.
अगर आपने कंप्लीट किया है तो आप उसको आगे बढ़ेंगे.
Very good evening, everyone. This is Sakshi Rohra here from PosiFest 2024, and we are on day 5 today. I would like to welcome Vidhi Thakkar.
Hi.
Hi, Vidhi. Thank you for being on this platform. Before we move ahead, I would like to give a small introduction about her. She is a practicing company secretary since 5 years. After facing few challenges in life, she has decided to break the patterns and educate herself on human psychology and the way life works. She has learned and now practices various programs like neurolinguist programming, quantum healing, Reiki, etc. She is a life coach who now helps people find a path towards a brand new life. A very warm welcome to you, Vidhi. The platform is all yours.
Thank you so much. So are we all in a Friday mood already?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's get more towards it. We'll start with a small song. Are we ready?
Yes.
चांद तारे तोड़ लाऊं सारी दुनिया पर मैं छाऊं बस इतना सा ख्वाब है बस इतना सा ख्वाब है
So I think enough to pump up for today's session. So hi, this is Life Coach Vidhi Thakkar, and my topic for the day is personal empowerment and money energetics. So I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Great. So I'll first like to tell how I got up to this and why I took this as another profession. So I was a practicing company secretary, and since day one, since I was a child, I hated filing forms and filling those little forms, even for colleges or anything. And then I became a CS, and the things you have to do at the start when you do your internship is file forms. Every now and then, every month, every other month, file forms, just file forms. So, yeah. So I started my career like that, but then I got good at it and I saw another side to it and I continued with it. But then there came a phase wherein life was, challenging enough. So I was really lucky enough and I was blessed enough that I did not go towards any wrong path to, just feel better. I took it up on myself to learn and seek knowledge on various things. And that's how I am a life coach. And I learned so many amazing things about how life is, what universe is, why we're here, what happens, how can we change our life. And the one simple answer that I got from is that life is easy. What you want exists. You can easily get into your reality. You just need a few energetic changes and a little bit of knowledge and consistency to get to it. So we start our today's session. The first thing is, what is universe made up of? Everybody talks about universe and this and that and manifestation and law of attraction and vibrations and energy and everything. What is universe exactly made up of? This is a scientific answer. Universe is made up of two things. One is mass and one is matter. I was under an impression because everything we see is so tangible and is so much that Earth universe could be more of matter and less of energy. But I couldn't be more wrong. When I got into studying, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's one of my mentors, from whom I learned quantum manifestation and whose books are more than amazing, which I will surely recommend by the end of this session. After reading that, I got to know that the universe is 99.9% energy and 0.1% mass or matter. So what we are right now, each one of us collectively, is just 0.1% of the universe, which is mind blowing, because earlier when you look into it, when you see the energetics, you feel that, okay, whatever is happening cannot be changed. You need to do a lot of hard work. There's nothing called energy. There's nothing called, you know, everything is matter. But that is not the case. That's far from the truth. So one question for all of you is, do you believe in higher power? How many of you here believe that there's a higher power? It can be God, it can be some energy, it can be spiritual, it can be religious, any kind. How many of you believe that there is a higher power? Great. Great.
So we are getting answers in the chat box.
Yes. So I will explain this to you in a very small but a very powerful video. Just a second. I'll keep on showing videos.
Did you know that if gravity were slightly more powerful, the universe would collapse into a ball?
I did not.
We can't see the video.
Also, if gravity...
You can't?
We can't see the video. We can only hear it.
Okay, now can you see the video?
Yes.
I'll just start it again.
Did you know that if gravity were slightly more powerful, the universe would collapse into a ball?
I did not.
Also, if gravity were slightly less powerful, the universe would fly apart and there'd be no stars or planets.
Where are you going with this, Sheldon?
It's just that gravity is precisely as strong as it needs to be. And if the ratio of the electromagnetic force to the strong force wasn't 1%, life wouldn't exist. What are the odds that would happen all by itself?
Why are you trying to convince me to believe in God? You don't believe in God.
I don't, but the precision of the universe at least makes it logical to conclude there's a creator.
Could you relate to it? Can you now know that, you know, there is a higher power and there is something which is much above us, and that there is a lot of energy that if we know how to use it in our favor, if we know a little bit of techniques, we can also exactly get what we want in our life and enhance our personality, enhance our personal lives as well as our work lives. How many of you now believe that, you know, after knowing the energetics, you can also change your life? So this being a personality or a personal empowerment session, I would like to now tell you how your mind perceives things. Your mind perceives things through visual images. So whatever happens on a daily basis, whatever you see, like you go down, you see people, you see objects, you see visuals, you see other things. Second is audio. You speak to people, you listen to them. Third is kinesthetic sense, that is feel or the muscle memory. You know, sometimes you just know where things are kept in your home, so you don't even have to look at it, and you'll put your hand and you'll get that thing right over there, because since years you've been keeping that particular thing over there, and now it's in your muscle memory that even if you don't look there, you will be able to find that. Smell. Whenever I say, okay, let's eat pav bhaji, you'll get a smell. You know how it smells like. You know, if I talk about, say, a gutter, your face will be not good because you know how it smells like. And the last one is taste, the best. Because whenever I say any object, like something you like, it can be a pizza, it can be a burger, you know how it tastes like. So whenever you go to order food, your brain tells you, okay, this is what I want to eat, because it knows the taste, it registers the taste. What is perception, and how does your brain perceives an event? So now I'll tell you a story, which is a real life story, and it is on you to tell me what did you learn out of it. Okay, So I had a meeting with a very big client. It was a real estate company, which is very known to almost all of us. And the assignment was a six-figure income. So you know the importance of this meeting. This has to go right. And I work with a partner. So I was on my way. I was already a little bit not late, but just in time. And my mother is just bickering to me, like, take an umbrella, take an umbrella, take an umbrella. And I was like, fine, I'll just take an umbrella. And then I reach late. I go to the station to take a train, and my fast train is left. So then I take another train, and then I reach the station where I have to go. And there comes rain, and there was this one huge shower, and it gone, everything got wet. Then I break my heel, and then I couldn't find a mochi. And then after some time, I was finally able to find one. And then I get to know that I've forgotten my wallet. No kidding, real life incident. I've forgotten my wallet. Now I'm just pleading this guy that, please do it. I don't have my wallet, but I can GPay you. But it's a mochi. They don't have GPay. Not everybody has it. I somehow convinced him, got in the cab again, no GPay. Somehow, I just went there and I was like, let's just get through this day. Somehow I reached the place. I called the office boy to please come down with some cash and I'll GPay you. I said that to my partner. He said, okay. Now, when I said this incident, I was irritated. My perception was like, har cheez kharab hi ho rahi hai. There's nothing that's working in my favor. I have no idea how is this meeting going to go. And it's just like, let's get done with it. There's no interest. Now, okay, it started. Now we have to end it. Now I'll tell you what really happened. That day, I'm running a little late, but I'm doing my things nicely. My mother tells me that please take an umbrella. I just got irritated a bit, but then I was like, okay, she's telling, let's take it, even though it's cloudy, even though it's not cloudy. I reached the station. My fast train had passed, but then the next train was an AC train. So I went with much comfort. Then when I reached there, thanks to my mother, I had the umbrella that the huge shower that came, I could save myself from it. I was so grateful that after the rain had passed, my heel broke. Otherwise, imagine the massacre if my heel had broken while it was raining. I was looking here and there, even though it was a station, that I did not get a mochi. But then there was this man who came to me saying that, Bete, I can see you struggle. Let me get you to a mochi. He could have just shown me that, here is the mochi, you go do it. But then he escorted me towards the mochi. He was there and I got my thing sorted. He said he has no GPay. I did not have my wallet, but I was lucky enough that I had GPay and had money in it. On saying please, he agreed for me to give it to his son. And then my partner was kind enough to send the office boy down with the cash. Now, when I see in scenario one, I'm irritated. Same story in scenario two. I'm grateful that God is with me or the universe is with me every second. That, even though there were problems, every problem had a solution then and there. How many of you had a bulb on moment? How many of you now think that, your perception does change your outlook in life and life becomes much more easier when you change your perception? How many of you now think that most your problems will end only and only by, say, changing your perception? Is everybody with me? Is everybody following? Great, I can see messages in the chat box. Great. Now, one more thing about perception is that sometimes whatever is happening in your life is your perception of it. Whatever someone else does it is their perception of it. Sometimes it happens that even the closest person is coming and telling you a story, you feel like, okay, this is a very big thing and this happened and that happened. But we as humans fail to understand that this is just their perception of it. So going forward, I am not saying anybody will lie to you or anybody is trying to manipulate you. No. But the very fact that this thing or this event is their perception, if we are just aware of that fact, our life will be much more easier. A little bit of example of how our brain perceives things, or how a memory is created. Whenever an event happens, it goes into three categories. One is your mind will not just register it, it gets deleted. Second is distortion. And third is the impact of the event. So, say for example, if you're going out and say you see hundreds of people when you go out, maybe you're going out for work or you're going out to mall, in public transport, everywhere, even if you're seeing one same person for like say 100 consecutive days, there's a high chance you might not know that person's face because there are a lot of people, and even though your eyes are everywhere, you don't really register that person unless and until something happens with that person. If that person comes and talks to you, or you have an eye contact, or you exchange a smile, unless and until that happens, that memory gets deleted from your brain. The second is distortion. Okay, I met someone and that person is really mean to me, and I am of the opinion, maybe not mean to me, but just mean, like the way, the tone they're speaking in, they're just maybe irritated. So for me, that person would be like, okay, I prefer not to talk to this person because the tone of this person was not nice, or I did not appreciate the way he spoke to me, or whatever. But in reality, he's the nicest most person, but something wrong must have happened to that person. But just because that first interaction with him was not right, I have a perception that this person is not right. So the next time when I have to speak to him, because even if he's a colleague, or if he's a say a family member or something like that, next time when I speak to him, I'll have a perception in my head that okay, this person is not nice. But in reality, he's the nicest most person. So we have to be aware of what we are perceiving, what we are telling ourselves, and what we are feeding our brains, so that we become neutral and we don't judge anything by one single event. Am I making sense to you people? Nice. And the third thing is the memory gets created, the impact of their impact can be joy, impact can be trigger, impact can be trauma. Again, if you change your perception, you will know what can be joy, what can be trigger, what can be trauma. Sometimes the trigger had to be joy, but it went into the trigger or trauma because of our perception. So being aware of our emotions, being aware, asking ourselves questions constantly will lead us to be good perceivers and make our lives very easy. What is your energy made up of? As we spoke, that our life is 99.9% energy and 0.1% matter. Now, what is this energy made up of? Everybody has their own energy. Everybody has their different energy. Energy is made up of your thoughts, of your beliefs, and of your emotions. Whatever happens in your life is the result of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. Your thoughts and your emotions are somewhere or the other connected to your beliefs. Now, what are beliefs? How many of you here are people who watches, say, daily soaps, or have watched ever? How many of you here? How many of you hard relate with Anupama? That is the serial I think is going on right now. But the thing is, since when I was a child, I used to watch serials with my parents. And every time the Bahu was a victim, every time the Sas was a Hitler, every time something, the Bahu was Bichari. But so, somewhere in your belief system, is it possible that for you, Bichari is nice? But when you consciously talk to some other person, and if you say ye to bichari and then you relate with achi, they'll say, are you mad? It's just stupid. It's not nice. But then in your subconscious mind, somewhere, bichari is nice. So when in your subconscious bichari is nice, you attract such incidences where you are a bichari and then you feel कि अच्छा मैंने किसी के साथ गलत नहीं किया ना तब तक ठीक है क्यों भाई what are your core beliefs? How do you identify your core beliefs? There are things that tells you what your beliefs are, but nothing better than when you talk to yourself. You know, you spend so much time knowing other people, knowing your family members, knowing your colleagues, knowing your friends, spending time with them. But it's high time we realize that spending time with ourselves is also equally important. I think even more important. Because unless and until you don't know yourself, how what will you do knowing others? Because when you don't know yourself, what will you do knowing others? And those others also will not know themselves. Then it becomes a loop. Literally till the time we're 35, our lives become on automatic mode, on literally autopilot mode, because we are fed from the society about what our belief should be, how a person should behave. It can be our friends, it can be our parents, it can be so many other people. So at times like these, it's very important that we talk to ourselves. And by that, there are a few things you can do. You can just write down your thoughts. You can script. And when you talk, and if you don't want to look foolish talking in front of a mirror, you can just journal that what are my beliefs. There are a few sectors of our life, which is financial, health, career, relationships, and spirituality. You can take out each topic. You don't have to do everything at a time. You can say relationship. What are your beliefs about a relationship? What, according to you, is the quality your partner should have? And when you write all those things, ask yourself the most important question is that do you have all those things with you? Because it is very common thing that we want all these things from other people, but do we actually sit and audit ourselves that are we that? Do we have those qualities within us? When I want this thing, am I taking accountability for myself? Am I making sense? How many of you agree with me? Type agree in the chat box.
Deepshika, you're on mute, darling.
Deepshika, you're on mute. I can't hear you. Deepshika, you're still on mute. I can't hear you. Do you want to say something?
Dipshika, I think she's still, it's okay,
Yes.
we can.
Okay, yeah. So self-audit is very important. Now, as we learn that wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. Now you know what your energy is made up of, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. So what your thoughts are, what your beliefs are, and how your emotions are when it comes to all those things. Wherever you focus on, your energy flows. So we need to be very careful and aware on where our focus is. I'll give you one example. This was something I learned in when I was learning quantum manifestation. They asked us to visualize one thing we really want, and it should be materialistic, not a relationship or something like that. A small object that you really want. So I said I was thinking about a car, and I was very specific. I want this color, this car. From the very next day, I could spot at least 5 to 10 same cars, same model, same color. It's not that the other days those cars weren't there. It's just that I was very aware of where my focus was and what I wanted out of life. So I could see what I wanted and I could see it repeatedly. So when you know, and when you set a goal and when you fix it and when you put all your energy towards it, trust me when I say this, nothing can stop it from coming into your reality. All we need to do is whatever time we're focusing on what we don't have, what we don't want, what wrong is going in our life, and we put all our focus and energy on what we do want, what we can do about it, our life will be much more simpler and our life will be much more fulfilled because whatever we want will actually be attracted in our life. What are your core beliefs and are they genuinely kind? Now, as I said, how can you know what your core beliefs are? So, I've been to therapy earlier, and my therapist told me that you should keep yourself a priority. Only then you can do things about others, which is a very fair statement. But at the same time, I noticed that when a close person wants to keep them their priority and gives me less priority over themselves, I was a little mad, or maybe irritated, or maybe I expected more. Do you think that happens to you? Does that happen to any of you?
At certain time, yes, Vidhi.
So, at that time, we have to sit ourselves down and we need to talk to ourselves that when I want something which is fair, I should also be willing to give it to that person which is equally fair, right? Because your core beliefs are exactly what is either right or wrong with you. So you sit 1 week, maybe you sit and you say, what is the belief about what is a good person? What qualities does a good person have? Forget whether you want to be in a relationship with that person or that person can be your sibling or that person can be your friend. No, nothing. What is a good person according to you? What qualities do they have? What is a bad person according to you? Why do you think those qualities are? When you do all these exercises, somehow you become your own therapist and lives become much more easy. There are just these small little things because when your life is overall, see, everybody faces challenges. But unless and until there's some major event or trauma that has happened, by doing these small little things, your life can be really sorted. Because right now what we see is 80% of the youth is struggling mentally because all these beliefs that has gotten into them, and there's no accountability, there's no auditing of self, there's no auditing of core beliefs. By doing little steps, we all can be really much happier than what we are right now. Am I making sense to you guys? How can you have a perception that's good for your mental peace? So what you do is you ask these following questions to yourself. Is my current perception actually the whole truth? Your current perception may be about a person or an event or something that is bothering you. Is it the whole truth? Because sometimes it's possible that this is your side of story. You don't know the other side of the story. Is your current perception helping you to be mentally peaceful? Okay, your current perception is truth. मान लिया चलो, क्या help कर रहा है? Is it giving us a mental peace we need? We can just say that this is the universe's way to maybe do better if something bad has happened. So when your current perception is not helping you to be mentally peaceful, you need to change it. What can be an alternate scenario? Am I pursuing this out of some past triggers or unresolved traumas? What could be the lesson that I'm supposed to learn out of this event or this incident? If you ask yourself these 5 questions, you will be able to make a perception which works in your favor and which gives you mental peace. Fair? Who here is going to try and do this after this session is over? I would really like to hear some feedbacks, because it personally it's helped me. So my entire being, like as I said, my entire being of life, being a life coach, is because of whatever happened in my life, and I was sick and tired of feeling the same way, and I was like, this needs to break. And all these things have helped me in such a great manner that, you know, life is much more easy. It's like, ha, theek hai, chalo aage badho. That is the only thing. What can one do to lead a healthy life? So, for a healthy life, when I say a healthy person, when I say a physically healthy person, what comes to mind? What is that one quality that you look into a person and say, ki, haan, ye physically fit hai? Anybody?
For a physically healthy person, you have to be mentally healthy person first.
Great. Anybody else?
I think how you project yourself and your posture and how you're greeting a person also shows
For me,
whether
a physically fit person is a flexible person. Like when I talk about physical person, is a ekdam physical. When I look at a person's physique, if that person is flexible, if they can do exercises which needs flexibility, they're fit. Exactly in the exact same manner, a person who's mentally healthy is flexible in life situations. Agree?
Yeah.
A person who's very much say, you know, okay, ये चीज मेरे हिसाब से इसी टाइम पे ऐसे ही होनी चाहिए, you can really point out that this is not a sign of good mental health. The more flexible you are, and see, there is a certain thing called boundaries. There is right and wrong. So when all those things come into picture, no, whatever is wrong, you have to say it. Whenever the boundary is supposed to be set, you have to set it. But other than that, in little things, the more flexible the person, the better their mental health is. So human beings require each of the three on the following basis. And by daily, I can't stretch the word daily enough. One is a physical win. You do yoga, you go for a walk, you do exercise, you do a 15-minute routine workout at home, something. You can just walk up the stairs to your home. One physical win in a day. One mental win in a day. Mental win can be reading a book, can be listening to a podcast which serves your brain. It can also be having a really good conversation, say with your grandparents. In at my home, we call it a satsang, wherein, you know, you sit with your grandparents, they tell you about life, they tell you about stories, religious stories and everything, something that feeds your brain, you know, food for mind. And one is a spiritual win. Spiritual win includes meditation. It sometimes includes doing some art form, maybe playing music, whatever is spirit. Because see, everybody cannot have one specific thing. Everybody cannot do one kind of meditation every day. So spiritual win is not just one. You can sit and you can do some puja. You can do some meditation, something which feeds your spiritual sense. When you do these three things in a day, it is highly unlikely that, you know, if you practice these three things every day from today for 21 days, your life will be much more better. I can literally write it and I can give it to you, because these three habits, having a routine, waking up at a certain time, sleeping at a certain time, whatever is meant to do at which time, our universe is so beautiful that by their behavior we know how do we have to behave. When the sun comes up, when the sun sets, you're actually not supposed to exercise in the evening. You should do it in the morning. In the evening your body is meant to rest. Yes, people do it, there are benefits, but it is very important to be to actually observe the nature, to see what it is like, and and behave in a certain way. And once you adopt these things in your life, adapt these things in your life becomes much more happier. Because whatever we want out of life, whatever our desires are, okay, someone wants to get married, someone wants a car, someone wants, say, a pet. The end result, what they're chasing, is being happy, is being loved, is being fulfilled, being satisfied. ये चार ही तो इमोशंस है जिसके पीछे हम भागे जा रहे हैं. बट वो हमें खुद ही ये सब चीजों से मिल सकती है. वी डोंट हैव टू रन आफ्टर एनीथिंग इन लाइफ. जस्ट बाय एम्बॉडीइंग इट, by being the sense of all those emotions, we can lead our life. And once we embody those emotions, once that emotions are a normal thing for us, life will give you such things which will multiply those emotions. Am I making sense to you guys? Great. Moving forward. Paisa. Money energetics. Okay, what is money? गांधी जी, क्या है पैसा? Can anybody tell me what is money? Money, as everything else, is energy. बहुत है. अपने को धीरूभाई अंबानी said, I don't know if people know Gujarati. I'll just translate it in Hindi for you people. At least for Mumbai, he said it, that Mumbai में पैसा दरिया के जैसा है. अभी आप लोगों पे है कि आप लोटा लेके जाते हो, आप बकेट लेके जाते हो, या आप टैंकर लेके जाते हो. How many of you agree with that sentence? How many of you agree? Great. So what are the facts and myths about money? Myths about money. That money will make you a bad person. Money will make you a greedy person. Totally myth. Money will show your true personality. A poor person cannot be a bad person because he does not have the resources to be a bad person. Anybody who gets money and the way they behave after getting money shows their true self. Today, there are people in the underworld who have money, who are using it for very different purpose. But at the same time, we have Ratan Tata, who's building hospitals for the pets, who's doing so many good things, who's donating, I don't know, maybe more than at least 50% of what he's earning. So money does not make you a bad person. Money shows you who you really are. Myth number 2. Money will make you lose relationships. How can money make you lose relationship? Money is a very beautiful resource. A lot of people say इसके पास पैसा आ गया, अब तो ये हमारे साथ नहीं रहेगा, अभी ये बात नहीं करेगा. अरे जाके तुम बात करो. जाके एक बार देखो कि वो तुमसे बात कर रहा है, नहीं कर रहा है, क्या है, बस पैसा आ गया. So you make again that perception that, okay, this person is rich. It's your inferiority complex, or it's your perception that, okay, now this person is rich, now this person will not talk to me. Myth number 3. पैसा आते जाते रहेगा, money is not important. पहले relationship देखो, पहले family देखो. Not true. You can do everything and still work hard and get money. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Now, facts about money. Money is just a resource. We tend to put money a lot on pedestal. अरे पैसा, money नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. Money is a very beautiful and important resource, but at the same time, भगवान नहीं है. Whenever you put anything on pedestal, know that it's going to go out of your life. Money works for us. Money is an energy that we attract. Money loves us more than we love money. When you know and when you are aware of these myths and these facts, it is very easy for us to build a relationship with money. How do we build a relationship with money? Can anybody tell me that? We're going to do a very fun exercise right now. And I want everybody to do it. You can either do it on your phone or on a piece of paper, but I really want you to do it. किन किन लोगों ने आज तक लव लेटर लिखा है? How many of you have actually written a love letter? Nice. Lovely. So today we're going to write a love letter to money. Right now. I will give you 5 minutes and you can write a love letter to money saying के sorry यार थोड़ा granted लिया है अच्छे से नहीं रखा है थोड़ा
हाँ जी, आ जाओ ऊपर आ जाओ ना
फील करा है
76 पटेल बिल्डिंग
but I love you. I want you to be with me. Just like a cute love letter, like you would have written to your, say, then boyfriend, now boyfriend, or your husband, or your partner, or something. Just write a very nice, beautiful love letter to money. I'll give you 5 minutes.
तेरे पॉइंट्स अच्छे हैं
Vidhi, can you repeat the question? Sorry, I got logged out.
No, there's no question. What we have to do is we are writing a love letter to money right now. I'll give you 5 minutes. Whatever, maybe you want money in your life. Like, it's time we meet. We've not met since a long time. Or if you already have a good financial status, I'm really grateful to have you in my life. How would you write for a partner? Consider money as that, and you can write a letter to money. Once you're done, please write in the chat box saying done.
Vidhi, I'm sorry, I was on a call. I missed your question. Can you just repeat what I have to write about money?
You have to write a love letter to money.
I have to write a love letter to money.
Yes. Like you would have written for your then girlfriend, now girlfriend, wife.
Oh,
Just
okay.
write a love letter to money.
Okay.
Should I just read it aloud?
Yes. Yes.
Pardon me, I'm just coughing too much. So, my darling money, from the moment you entered my life, you brought a sense of security and endless possibilities. Your presence has allowed me to dream bigger, rich, higher, and create a life full of comfort and joy. With you, I have experienced the thrill of new adventures, the comfort of a safe home, and the warmth of shared moments of loved ones. Yet in all deep relationships, we have had our challenges. There have been times that you have felt distant, and I struggled to find a balance. But I thought it all. I have come back to appreciate the lessons you have taught me about value, patience, and resilience. I cherish the opportunities you afford me, and promise to honor the same. I think that's all that I can write in this.
Everybody clap for Jaitrali. Amazing. Very nice letter.
We have one in the chat box as well.
This is also very cute by Nimisha. Love it. Even Mahima wrote a very cute letter. Very nice.
To play with.
So when when you do such things, it does feel foolish at times. But do you think now, your energy towards money is a little bit better than what it was 5 minutes back? That sense, that feeling, that's how everything in life works. Can I move ahead? Has everybody finished writing their letter? Please let me know in the chat box.
Can I share it?
Sure, sure.
Huh? Maybe, I don't know, it may be funny, but
Go for it.
hey, sweetheart, I love you. Love to play with you to win. You are constantly circulating in my life, and I release with you joy, and you return to me multiplied in a wonderful way. You come to me in avalanches of abundance. Love you, sweetheart.
Very nice. Very nice. Love it. Love the energy. So, this is what I'm talking about. This is what money is. Money is the love of your life. Money is amazing. कभी रूठ जाती है, कभी आ जाती है. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, लक्ष्मी जी को अगर हम राह दिखाएंगे तब तो वापस आएगी. So you have to be very much aware of your feelings. Feelings when you spend money, do you feel like अरे पैसा खत्म हो गया, अरे पैसा चला गया? Whenever you spend money, can you be grateful from now on that you were being able to afford it? You had that money so that you can spend that money. When you give the money with gratefulness, so whoever you're giving the money to will receive with a good energy, and the money will come to you tenfold. I will give you few amazing affirmations that I practice on daily basis, and kid you not, my monetary situation for the past, say, few months was not very nice. But then I started working on my money energetics. Within 10 days, I built a 6-figure income. No kidding. Just by working on my money energetics, within 10 days, I built a 6-figure income. कुछ नया सीखा नहीं मैंने, कुछ नया करा नहीं मैंने. स्किल सेट सबके पास होती है. लोगों के मन में ये होता है कि पैसा कमाना तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, बहुत ज्यादा हार्डवर्क करना रहता है. Whenever you have such thoughts, look for examples. Is this really true? I will give you foolish and hideous examples. Look at Punit Superstar, if anybody knows him from Instagram. Look at people who make really weird TikTok videos, but they're earning lakhs and crores. पैसा एनर्जी है, चाहिए उतना मिलेगा. बहुत ज्यादा हार्डवर्क करना भी जरूरी नहीं है. Obviously, you should work for your goals. Obviously, you should seek the knowledge you want. Obviously, you should have the skill set, but also know at the same time that पैसा कमाना difficult नहीं है. बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Money is your birthright. So I'm going to say a few affirmations which I want you to write down and look at the mirror in the morning and say, money is my birthright. I get paid to exist. Whenever I try to spend, it comes to me tenfold. Money loves me more than I love money. Money is my best friend. And you know, when you say these things, start में feel नहीं आएगा. ऐसे लगेगा क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं. But you have to continue saying it until you feel it. You know, people who do mantra jap, starting में पेरेंट्स से डंडे पड़ते हैं तभी बैठ के मंत्र जाप करते हैं, but then slowly when they do it, they started feeling it. You know, the emotions are attached to it. Whenever something bad happens, that mantra immediately comes to mind. You know, like earlier I didn't do it, but now when I do, whenever something little bit happens, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, it happens. It's there. Your feelings are attached to it. So you have to do it as many times as required for your feelings to be attached to these affirmations, because only robotic affirmations will never work. Law of attraction में बोलते हैं ना, affirmation कर लो, भाई feel नहीं कर रहे हो, कुछ नहीं होएगा. Believe that it's true, attach your emotions to it. फिर कैसे नहीं होता है वो मैं देखती हूँ, है ना? What are your core beliefs about money? Now we did our facts and myths and everything. Now I want you guys to tell me what are your core beliefs about money. Anybody?
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
I think money is something which is a necessity. Money also should be used wisely. Not that we have it in abundance, so spend in abundance. We have to know how much. I mean, the 70-30 formula that goes that you need to save 70% of your earning and use the 30% of your earning. You should not be money greedy at the same time, though I know everybody wants to get money, but money at the end of the day cannot buy you happiness.
Is it really true though?
I feel so. I mean,
It
I
cannot
said
buy
what
you all happiness. Yes, sure. I'll tell you how it buys you happiness. And I want to say this because, you know, sab bolte hai money cannot buy you happiness. Money cannot buy relationships. It cannot buy people. Agree. But money will get you happiness. I'll tell you how. One of your family members is in hospital. Can be a distant relative. ठीक है? तुम्हारे घर के जो 4-5 लोग हैं उसमें से नहीं है, distant relative है. वो हॉस्पिटल में अपनी जान के लिए लड़ रहा है, तभी आप उन्हें पैसा दे दो, वो पूरा खानदान खुश हो जाएगा. They will like literally praise you and they will be so grateful for your existence because you have money. Happiness is not only कि you know हाँ ये इंसान मेरे लाइफ में है तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. मनी मतलब ऐसा happiness भी नहीं कि okay I bought this thing I'm happy, which is also true. You do gain happiness by buying a certain thing because I like it. See, my thing is मेरे ज्यादा खर्चे नहीं है, but I love to get my hair washed in a salon. मुझे मजा आता है. मुझे घर पे बहुत मेरी जान पे आती है. My mother hates me for it, but चलेगा. So yes, money will not buy you people and relations, but it will do a lot. Having money also means that you're able to help not only you but 10 other people around you. Try giving say 1,000 rupees for your buy's daughter's birthday. See how they spend. See how much happiness comes from that. So this statement that money can't buy you happiness For me, it's not true. Money will get you, it'll not buy you happiness, but it'll get you happiness for sure. It will help you spread happiness. It will help you get happiness for yourself. Imagine going on a trip somewhere you really wanted to be. When you travel, there are so many good hormones that get released. There's dopamine, there's serotonin, and you get all these new experiences, you meet all these new people. If you don't have money and you're not able to travel, you won't get all these happiness. Am I making sense to you?
Vidhi, I'm sorry. Can I speak, Sakshi?
Yeah.
So what I mean is that I would take my example. I am chronically ill for quite a while right now. And no matter how much I spent, it is an incurable disorder that I have. Over here, I cannot be happy and money cannot buy me happiness. So this is where I am coming from. I think all of us would be reflecting on their own stories and coming back. So while you're right, yes, money cannot buy relationship or people, but money can also not always buy happiness, is what I mean, stating my example perhaps.
Agreed.
I'm not healthy, I'm not happy. I
Agreed.
have the money, but I'm not happy.
Agreed. But do you also believe that the amount of money you have right now, if you did not have that kind of money right now and you were chronically ill, doesn't money help right now? Okay,
I'm
it
not,
didn't give you the pink of the health. Agreed. No, दो राय उसमें बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. But the ability to spend even for your health, even if it's not curable, it makes you feel a bit better. At least 20% better than if you didn't have money to spend on your health.
that is
Vidhi, can I say something?
it
Can I
is
say something?
Sure.
Jaitarali, I mean, I don't know, but I have been practicing affirmations for quite a long time. And I have found one of the affirmation on the health, it has been very effective. That depends how mindset you keep and you practice. If you just visualize, I mean, there are something like you visualize and practice that affirmation. I'll give you that affirmation. It's a small one. I'll give you in the box
sure.
also. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, stronger and stronger. That's all. Repeat this umpteen times, actually visualizing your good health, feeling that I'm feeling really healthy, I'm feeling really good. 10 times, 15 times, 20 times a day, whenever you get 3 times, just repeat this affirmation and visualize this is actually affecting you and you are becoming healthy. Maybe even I understand when some problem attacks, all these things become baseless. But there's nothing wrong in giving a try.
Sure, Ashok, I
Because
hear
these
you.
things really
I
work.
think we
The
can
affirmations
discuss
really
this.
work.
We are cutting her, just saying that it can be a debatable conversation. But I think let's delete. But thank you so much, Ashokji, and do write the information.
I'll give
I
it to you in
definitely take
the
it. Sure,
message. Day by
sure.
day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, stronger and stronger. This is a health affirmation,
Yeah, I
basically.
just let Vidhi continue because we'll
I'll
get
No,
off track.
it's
Yes.
great that people are interacting and everybody is, because here,
Yes.
when it comes to these 21 days, I strongly believe that, I want today to be the first day of the rest of your life. Be so aware and learn a few things and look at life differently so that, you can really restart your life. And Jaitrali, on this, I'll personally come back to you because I have a lot for
Yes.
you, but not right now.
Yeah.
How can you change your beliefs? Just a second. How can you change your core beliefs to work in your favor? So there's two things: your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is literally fed with beliefs since you were a child. Like, I'm saying a one-day child, because even if you can't understand a lot of things, but your subconscious mind will perceive, it will grow, and everything will happen. So now we'll do the second exercise, is that you will create say a 5 to 10 line affirmation or a story, your money story. After knowing the facts and the myths about money, now what do you believe about money? And I want you to make a voice note out of it. You can say, so if I'm writing, I'll say, I am Vidhi Thakkar. This is my money story. So basically, whatever you're earning. So if say I'm a life coach, so I'll say that, I'm able to help so many people because of that. Even, while I help people, I'm getting so much X amount of money on a monthly basis. With that money, I'm able to help so many people. I'm able to fulfill my family's dream. I'm able to travel. I'm able to afford this. I'm able to afford that. Beliefs about money. Money is, a very good resource. It's a beautiful energy. I attract it on daily basis. Money loves me. Basically, what you have to do is write a money story, your beliefs, and a story. And before you go to sleep every night, you listen to it. Because, and if you can do that when you wake up, because before going to sleep, jab neend aa rahi hai tab, not when you're wide awake, you are not at a very conscious state. Your subconscious mind starts to take over. That is the time when you listen to this, and then you slowly change your beliefs. And then once your beliefs are changed, you will be able to attract money like it's a joke. Not even kidding. Once you're done with writing the story, please let me know in the chat box. I'll give you 2 more minutes. Okay, great. Is everybody done? Can we move ahead? One more thing which got skipped earlier is your feelings when you see a rich person. You feel कि सही तरीके से नहीं कमाया होगा पैसा, or you feel a little bit of jealousy or something like that. Know that these feelings you're sending out towards money itself. This energy you're sending out towards money itself. From now on, when you see a person who's blessed with a lot of money, all you'll do is पैसा है, उसके पास है, तुम्हारे पास है, nothing doing. Just be grateful that you could see your money. Now, collectively, we will do one last fun thing, which is a 48-hour manifestation technique. Okay. Now, it may or may not work, but it's worked for me when my coach did it with us in our group. This is one short meditation that we're going to do. If you have earphones, please plug them in and we'll start. I want you all to sit in a comfortable position. Leave the gadgets, don't hold on to the gadgets. It's okay if I don't, if I'm not able to see you all, but leave the gadgets. Sit in a comfortable position. Please take your specs off. Close your eyes. Keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath out. 1, 2, 3. Again, take a deep breath in. When you breathe in, feel that the breath is going towards your brain. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. One last time. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now think about the last time you earned a specific amount of money. How did you feel? Maybe you got an increment. Maybe you got a very big assignment. Maybe you got a bunch of clients together. Go to that time. Think about that time. How are you feeling? Visualize it. What were you wearing? What happened that day? Are you excited? Are you happy? What was the way that you earned money? Was it a cash payment? Was it an NEFT transfer? Was it a Google Pay? How was it? Visualize it all. Feel it. Now, with that feeling, have an intention that in the next 48 hours, I am going to get unexpected money. From where you will get the money is not your concern. How much money you can have a figure in mind or you cannot, it's up to you. Have a very strong intention that in the next 48 hours, I am going to receive unexpected money. Now visualize that you're getting that money. Visualize that you're getting a message that so much amount is credited to your account. How do you feel? Embody it. Know that it's already happened. It's yours. It's for you. Feel a lot of gratitude for that money. What will you do with that money? Visualize it. Will you save that money? Will you buy that phone you wanted? Will you help somebody? Feel extremely happy that you were able to do whatever you wanted to do with that money. Now take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. You can rub your palms, put it on your face, and gently you can open your eyes. How are you all feeling? Great. So if any question from your end, we can now take them up. This was a pretty interactive session. I'm really happy for the participations I got from you guys. I really encourage it as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have the platform open for questions. Any questions, any doubts? We've had an amazing session with Vidhi Thakkar. Some aha moments, some realization moments, some have made us speak, some moments we have gone in silence, introspecting within us. So thank you, Vidhi, for this amazing session. I'm sure we are going to reflect back. You know, we say that when we hear some things, we take time to process also. So I think these 24 hours for us will now be the processing moments.
Sure.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for giving me this platform, making me a part of PosiFest. Thank you so much. Any feedback, anything anybody wants to say, the platform is open.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the last, the story that you asked us to write, the money story, I mean, I wrote a lot of things. But there was one more thing that I wrote, which actually kind of opened my eyes, you know, like I said, I mean, you know, you make me, dear money, you make me comfortable, you clothe me, you bathe me, you make me up, you dress me, you take care of me. And then suddenly I wrote this: you're like a parent. Thank you for everything. I mean, yes, sure, it doesn't buy me direct happiness, but I'm so grateful that, you know, it's like the house that I'm in. You know, there's the internet that because I have internet, I am here on PosiFest, and the lawn that I can see, the AC, and, you know, the phone that I'm typing on, and I'm meeting so many new people. And all of a sudden, you know, there was a shift, because uske pehle, when you told me to write the letter, one letter, I mean, I said, hey, sweetie, money, and thank you for being in my life and everything. And then I said, I think I've taken you for granted because you have been earned mostly by my husband's hard work. And sometimes I feel you elude me. So I don't know what it would have been if you would just be mine. And I think I would have felt more validated, motivated. So I'll be waiting, hope to see more of you in my account. So,
That's so
you know, वो एक था, और फिर एक shift आया that, you know, at the end of the day, after you kind of spoke, and then Jaitrali brought that up, and you know, everything. So yeah, thank you so much, Vidhi.
Thank you so much.
Devika, you are a jealous girlfriend.
Okay, I have to tell you, Jaitrali, we met her a few days ago, and she's looking gorgeous in her yellow divine sunlight dress. So, Jaitrali, if you didn't have money, you would not have bought that dress.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks, Vidhi. And I owe you, I mean, you owe me a conversation too now.
I do.
More, I would love to.
I do. So basically what we do is we have a 6-week program. But for that, I'll speak to you separately, because for you, it will be a completely different thing and not a group thing. Because in that 6 week, I've not put in chronic diseases yet. It's for people having, you know, problems other than that, which can be really solvable. This one will take much more work. So I will, you know, get in touch with you. And anybody who wants to get in touch with me, someone speaking.
Yes, and I just wanted to add Dipshika when she has written this love letter, and after that, Vidhi takes us for that meditation, seeing that figure that she wanted in her bank account, and Vidhi already brought it. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
so
you,
much.
everyone.
Hope to see you all
Thank you.
soon again. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for listening to me so patiently and interacting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As the PosiFest. We see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Take care.